Who wants to volunteer for recap duty?
Uh, Last time on Curse of Strahd, the,
Preparing to go across the river, I think.
the party elected to sit in on as a favor to the local sheriff on negotiations between his representative and the local Garu representative, and inevitably went to shit, just like everything else in this damn city. So, after some quick talking, uh, the party realized that they had been accidentally messing up werewolf plans, among other things. And most particularly, there's been major complaints about the mages blowing themselves up across the river. So, finally, the party has elected to go across the river and figure out what the hell is going on over there.
That sounds like a plan. Yeah. So now that you've all had the chance to make such considerations, what do each of you wish to do? Let's go down the list.
What time of night is it?
Smoke. What does Elijah wish to do with the newfound information that you all have pieced together? I see. Thank you for that addition.
Of course, he steps away at just the wrong time.
Alrighty, well, smartass. What does Harvey plan on doing?
What time of night is it?
Let me check the notes. Let's see, 'cause I think this was... Yeah, 'cause this was not long after you guys did... Okay, yep. I see. I think this is in fact a new night, because I remember, because the last thing you guys did was after dealing with the negotiations, you went to go talk to the sewer people, and then you were planning on what you were going to do the next night.
What do we need to talk about with the sewer people again? I know we need to talk to them about something.
No, you already did last time.
Oh.
I mean, if you have more things you want to talk to them about, I won't stop you, but you already talked to them about stuff.
Let me check my notes. You have a very sleepy party on your hands, Necro.
Yep. Yeah, one of you's dying, the other one's barely existing.
Alright, the Bringers of the End, which is a werewolf problem. They wanted to synchronize their elimination, but we interrupted that. Vampire's been interfering in the park. We do need to go back and talk with, Pendergast. Tell him job's done. And then we need to get across the river and start talking over there. And what time of night did you say it was? No, wait. I believe we made a appointment, didn't we?
You've made appointments at a few places, yes.
What was the appointment with Pendergast? Sorry, when was the appointment for Pendergast?
I believe it's in 3 days.
Okay. All right. How's everyone's blood? Oh boy. Okay.
Yep, sounds like you're the only one actually functioning. Good to know. Oh, hold it.
So,
Oh,
like,
perfect. Yes.
So what's going on?
All right, we just finished the recap, and we're just going around the circle trying to see what everyone wants to do with their night.
Yep.
So, what plans does Elijah have?
Do we have anything immediately important?
Excellent question.
all I was gonna ask was, I forgot about the proper use of the blood pool system, and when do I deduct the points?
At the beginning of each time you wake up.
This is okay, so I'm probably down to 2 then.
Because you
Yeah.
have to go into torpor every day, so you can just choose not to wake up. I wouldn't suggest it, but you could.
It's
True.
incredibly draining.
So I'm gonna have to get
Alrighty.
blood somehow.
Yep. We have all that blood we bought from the store to make like blood dishes.
Oh yeah, true. We could have fun chefing it up.
There's also the fact that as a gangrel, do you get a bonus to animal blood?
Not unless you took the particular merit.
Oh, okay. Well, anyways, Necro, do you mind if do you mind if Harvey teaches Vanessa like how to make blood dishes and Vanessa gets a blood point back?
I don't mind learning to make the blood dishes, but due to the nature of the blood dishes and how you're mostly using the blood to negate the penalties of eating food and the horrific result of it, you wouldn't actually be gaining the benefit of a blood point consuming it that way.
Okay. Vanessa, when was the last time you fed?
I don't think I've actually done such since I've gotten here. Not another person.
Oh, you need a feed. What time of night is it, Necro? Is it enough time to go to the hospital and back?
It should be, because I believe yeah, there should be plenty of time for such things.
Okay, we're going to the hospital. Does anyone need to go to the hospital?
Hold on a minute, I'll be right
other
back. I have a
than
little emergency.
Voldem.
Was that a yes or a no, Elijah? You kind of got mixed in with Necro.
He was saying he would go out of boredom, if anything.
Sweet, Millarc, you're in charge of making sure the gremlin doesn't burn the house down. Unless you want to come. Alright, well, make a decision. I'm getting in the car right now.
That was an absolutely fucking nothing burger. Sorry about that, I'm back.
Did the postman knock on your door?
No, I just saw that I had a message that my boss had sent me, being like, "Hey, when you get a chance, I need you to call me about something." And I realized that this was like a couple hours ago. I'm like, "Oh shit! I probably should have answered. I probably should have done that earlier." So I called him. I called him up, being like, "Okay, hey, I just now got your message. What did you need my help with?" And it's like, "Oh, right, about that. Yeah, sorry. No, I needed help with something, but I already got an answer to that. I probably should have sent a message letting you know about that." It's like, "Of course, sir. Wonderful, sir. Have a good night, sir."
I can feel the sheepishness in his voice from your retelling. Alright, off to the hospital we go.
Okay, so that's the game plan, is hospitality.
Yes, because this little pint-sized tick needs a fucking drink.
Alrighty.
She gets strapped into the child booster seat. That,
Alrighty, and who all's going?
basically everyone.
Got it. Copy. Hospital.
Just me looking out the window.
Harvey, honestly, not very worried if Vanessa gets decapitated or not. She's a vampire. She'll figure it out.
Huh?
Okay, so we arrive at the hospital, unless you want to stop us.
Yeah, you know what? How about Elijah roll me a d10 real quick?
Yeah, why not?
Okay, so that's a 6. Let me look that up. 5, 6. Okay then. Alright, so next thing that happens is that you all end up at the hospital.
Oh, don't challenge the deities in the sky. That's what you said.
Yeah, what do you think they said?
Don't challenge the entries in the sky.
No, you don't like dealing with Chileans?
Not after Perron.
Come now, child. Oh, children. Elijah opens the door for the two of them.
Oh,
Hurry on inside.
fuck.
Hi, we're here to talk with Dr. Patricia.
You too, Millarc.
Oh, you here to get your kid their shots?
Yes.
Fair enough. Patricia's in the office as usual.
Thank you. Come on. Come on, kid. And then Harvey knocks at Dr. Patricia's door, like usual. Because while we may be undead, we're not savages here.
Yep, hold on a minute. Be right with you.
Stop
And
snorting
you,
coke. It's bad for you.
yeah, you can hear some shuffling inside, and as you mention the coke, you hear something that sounds like glass breaking. There's some more awkward shuffling before the door opens up and you see Patricia. Oh, welcome. How can I help you?
Bud.
Ah, I see.
Can't you see the little one starving?
I mean, they're quite small and pale, but that doesn't really narrow it down.
Just be looking up with hungry eyes. Like the not like bad, just like puppy eyes.
Look, I'm just going to tell you this right now. And he ruffles her hair to show that she's not wearing a headband for the dog ears.
Oh, yeah, we get a few of those. Although it's weird that you've brought a Gangrel here. Most of the locals like to hunt.
I cannot emphasize this enough. She is the most blissed out gangrel I have ever met.
She doesn't even know what the fuck she is, and you have yet to teach her.
Yeah, I'm not teaching her how to be
It's
a
okay,
gangrel.
child. Elijah pats her shoulder. I'll teach you about the monster within.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you do you. I ain't wanted to judge. Though certainly making sure she's got her options available when it comes to bagging or hunting.
Oh. Uh, I just seem timid, just like unsure of what to say.
Let's see who we have available. And she goes to a nearby shelf to pull out a roster sheet. Let's see. No, that one's not good. No. Ooh, that one. No, wait. Nope. That's no, that's transmissible. Definitely not.
Please no. Have you thought about getting a janitor in here?
Thought about it, but that would be a HIPAA violation and a Masquerade violation. Take your pick.
You can get accredited janitors who are also kindred. Admittedly, they're Nosferatu, but you can get them.
Yeah, I could certainly try, but people don't like working for me for some reason.
Okay.
I could imagine why.
Okay, so let's see. So okay, so only have a couple of options. I'm not sure how you feel about it. Obviously, you can always just do bags if you prefer.
Mm-hmm.
But well, we have a few patients that are on some various substances. Not sure how you feel about those.
Slow night.
I just look confused.
Drugs here. You're on drugs.
Huh?
What you consume is what is going through them at the time. Meaning,
Oh.
if they're, say, on rehab, you're getting a double dose of the rehab.
And if you want to get drunk, you drink a drunk person. That's just how it works.
Considering your situation, I'd rather you get something in you before you go feral. So I'm not going to force you to drink from anything that you don't want to. What this is it? Sorry, go on.
I'm just.
Get her 2 blood bags to go, please.
Yeah, we can do that. We can do that.
Just
She slips over to the side, moves some wooden panels out of the way to reveal a small mini fridge hidden away, where she pulls out a couple of blood bags. Here you go, little one. That should hold you over for the night.
I would grab onto it, thanking her with a little bow.
What? No brown paper bags?
We don't know. Most of the bags we have are plastic.
Well, while I'm here, I could use the top up for myself.
Alright, so thankfully we do have someone left for you, so that won't be a big issue. So I remember you had, were you the cancer or the syphilis?
Cancer.
Right.
I do not want to know the poor fuck who needs syphilis blood.
Yeah, forget I said that.
Yes, I will.
Alrighty, so it'll be a second bed in the other wing.
The bed on the left or the bed on the right?
It'll be on your right when you enter.
Well, Dr. Patricia, you do know I can't bite anyone.
She looks you over. It's like,
Designer pets, remember?
Freaking pug.
Yes, I am remembering this now.
Hey, pugs are a strong breed.
Hey, Harvey, at this point, why don't you have a bloodletting kit?
Because it would be really suspicious if I ever get pulled over. Besides, if I'm visiting a hospital, they can just do it.
Alrighty, fine.
You just do what he does. And I point to the zombie. He's got a cavity in his chest. Why don't you just do that with you? Give yourself a marsupial pouch.
That doesn't change the fact that I need blood.
Yeah, but you give yourself the marsupial pouch, you store the bloodletting kit inside it, and then if you ever get pulled over, how are they going to know?
You're still young.
I think I'm just more creative than you.
Are you capable of flesh crafting there, Harvey?
No. Last I checked, I'm still a Ventrue.
Yeah, but you
It
can hire
then very
someone.
much his blue-blooded ass can't do shit.
No, I can take a punch. That's what my blue-blooded ass can do. I can take a beating.
Shall we put that to the test? No, I just.
I mean, this be the best place to do it.
Yes, indeed. All right, Dr. Patricia, you ready?
Yes. Let's go cut someone up for you.
You must hold the grown man's hand.
I mean, at this point,
Help
since
him feed.
I'm a regular buyer, you may as well just start bagging up the blood that you would normally throw out.
It's illegal, remember, Harvey.
Yes, yes.
Blue bloods.
Oh, teach her how to drink responsibly.
It's a
I,
blood bag, you fucking fool.
She's a gangrel, you
Anyway,
fucking fool.
child, have you drank something before?
Vanessa?
Yeah. Elijah looms over Vanessa. Or has the
Oh,
zombie culture turned, child?
just drink.
Do you know how to feed?
We need to make
Nope.
her watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Come on. You can tell me. I won't judge much.
She would slowly look down and shake her head.
You don't know how? Well, you see, child, you take this little bag right here. And I want you to focus on your teeth. Kind of like, imagine you're going to do this, and as he smiles at you, his fangs extend. Think real hard. It comes naturally. It's in your blood. In fact, it's all that's left.
She would just like squint her eyes, trying to like just think, like trying to get.
Come on, concentrate, child. I know you can do it. You feel that hunger rolling inside of you? Concentrate on that. Aren't you hungry? Aren't you thirsty? Do you want to eat? Come on, child. Drink it.
You'd like kind of like sweat a little bit, just like thinking about it as like her fangs slowly extend as she thinks more about it.
That's right. Now all you have to do is bite.
Without getting a second thought, she'd bite into it, just like drinking from the back.
There you go. Good. Drink. Elijah will stand up. Watch as Vanessa drinks.
You just
Those
watch.
are your blades from Cain, child. With that, you are a monster. Remember it well. This is all that's left for you. For all of us.
okay, well, if you do decide to consume, feel free to add 1 point per bag.
Was it just the one bag?
I think it was 2.
2? Okay.
Just scarf down bags.
Both of them.
I mean,
Elijah
she,
says nothing.
you know, she's a hungry girl. She hadn't ate in a while.
See, now ain't that better?
She would slowly nod her head.
Follow me and we'll find you something that's a little bit more fresh. Doesn't that sound entertaining, Millarc?
Yeah, that does sound entertaining.
Elijah's sitting there smiling to himself as he puts his mask back on. Tapping his cane as he walks away.
Alrighty, Harvey, how much blood are you planning on taking? Assuming Harvey is still amongst us, of course.
Oh, sorry, I didn't. Just 3.
Fair enough.
Once Harvey finishes drinking, he uses a handkerchief to like dab away at the corner of his lips. Shakes Dr. Patricia's hand, not Shanks.
Oh God, I've been
Thank
shanked.
you, stab, stab, stab.
Oh, that would be a horrible decision.
Yeah,
I
she'd
was
probably
just
rip me in
about to
half.
make like a wine purist joke, but the shaking of the doctor was.
Yeah,
I mean, like
That
almost as
scene.
if someone who's trained in cutting people up.
I shake her hand at another successful interaction on her part.
Trisha comes back with just Harvey's head and torso inside of a bag.
You drop this.
Here's your chicken nugget. Like, God damn it, Harvey, I'm sorry. I confused shaking with shaking.
I accidentally pressed the wrong button. I went to attack mode and went to shake her hand.
I set the controller down. I'm sorry. I attacked the NPC.
Alright, will you be paying now or later?
Later.
Of course, of course.
In favors.
As always. Nice true Cruising debt.
Yes, just don't send us on a job like last time because I can't keep on taking strays.
I wasn't expecting you to do that, but I guess it all worked out.
Quote unquote worked out. Now I'm running for 2.
Yeah. Probably feels good to be a patron.
Admittedly, she is the most fleshed out gangrel I've ever met, and she is definitely going to get me a lot of drinks over the years. Still. Anyways, okay. Thank you, Dr. Patricia. We're going to do whatever it is we do at night.
Fair enough.
Alright. If you need any favors that I can specifically just do, like legal or within my expertise, just call me. I need something to do. I'm sure a hospital like yours needs a paralegal sometimes.
If I need a favor, I'll make sure to cash them in when I need them.
Alright. Okay, how'd it go with the new kid? He asks as he gets close to Harvey. Unlit cigarette in his mouth.
Elijah looks over to the Harvey clone. Well, tell Harvey how it went there, Harvey.
No, not in front of the guy. Well, let's go outside.
Maybe when you remember my name, you fucking idiot. Anyway, come now, children.
Okay.
You know I'm older than this.
Why do I
right?
have to deal with this geriatric fucking moron?
What, you or me?
You fucking idiot.
Hey, I'm a veteran.
You're the one that keeps referring to me by your own damn name.
Yeah, and you were obviously hit with some sort of sarin gas or something. It's fucking up your brain.
Look, it wasn't sarin. It was mustard gas.
It doesn't help the
Sure,
situation.
my friend, sure.
You got hit with spicy air, and now you can't keep track of who's who.
Have
Not
you considered
vampires
we've
were
been
immune
lying
to
to
that.
you from the beginning, and he actually is Harvey, and I'm Elijah? No, I'm fucking with you.
Yeah, it fails because I've met his friends at his carnival, and they referred to him immediately as Elijah.
Well, anyways, into the car. Unless you want to walk
Into the
somewhere.
car.
Oh, now that we're in the safety of our car, how was it, Vanessa? Did Uncle Elijah teach you how to drink?
She would slowly nod, still figuring out how to retract her fangs.
Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. Alright, Millarc. You're in charge of making sure she feeds non-lethally tomorrow night.
Right. How am I going to do that?
Millarc,
I mean,
Don't worry, I'll take care of it.
I can't exactly take her to the club. She's a bit short.
we need to get her false ID. I think if we say she's Asian, that she'll be able to go by. Actually, that's a good point. We definitely need to get you a false ID. Millarc, you know people who can get false IDs, right?
I know my creator, and he knows people.
You're a Toreador and you don't know how to get sold an underage drinking ID?
Well, I have obeyed the rules of drinking. Thank you very much.
Holy shit, and you're a Toreador?
I'm a musical Toreador.
Kids these days. Well, we're on our way back. Do you want someone else to roll D10 Necro, or is that just for once per trip?
Let's just make it once per trip.
Okay. Alright, well, shit, Millarc, figure it out. Vanessa's part of the coterie, and she can't exactly do this job without some way of drinking, and Elijah and I can't do it all.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like
Hey,
the easy
Harvey, what the
targets are
fuck are you
drunk.
talking about? We already took designation of trying to teach this child. Don't immediately put it down onto the other fucking child.
Alright, fair enough.
If you want to skimp your duties as a psi, I can try. You already know I deal with a large enough gaggle and chuckle fucks as it is.
I mean, to be fair to me, Elijah, I don't exactly hunt like most people, considering my specific
Yeah,
dietary
'cause you're a
requirements.
bitch.
Yes, because I'm a bitch.
Because you're a pug.
Because I literally can't drink anything besides cancer patient blood.
Oh,
The
shit.
constipation blow is not while you're a pug. The teeth is while you're a pug.
Suffice to say, I can't exactly teach her the normal way. Especially the Gangrel way.
We'll
No,
figure
it's
something
fine.
out. I mean,
You want me
we
to take
just
her?
gotta, I guess, ambush people outside the clubs.
You're
They're
literally
not.
asking to give the gangrel back its fangs. So why not ask the monster?
You want me to take your jacket?
No, it's fine.
Okay. Yeah, as he's putting his jacket on the coat
I,
rack.
I keep most of the potpourri inside the jacket, so it has to stay on.
Sorry, out of character, just realized how potpourri is spelled.
What's up?
I realized how potpourri is spelled.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. Anyways, Vanessa, you don't mind going out with Elijah and Millarc tomorrow and learning, do you?
I don't mind.
Cool.
I'm also curious. Child, how good are you in a fight?
It depends, I guess.
A fight for your life.
Yeah, if I were to just kill you right now, and Elijah takes his cane, holds it from both ends, and then slowly draws out a cane sword. Would you be able to defend yourself?
I
Come now, child. Don't be scared.
Now, I mean, to be fair, Elijah, I don't think anyone in this room could actually kill you.
No, I didn't say kill me. I said defend yourself. Because let's be fair, he sheaths the cane sword again. I could just kill you with a touch.
Yeah.
You could?
Indeed, child.
Ooh, spooky, scary skeleton.
Anyone I touch, I can rout away.
Oh.
That's if they can't resist.
Yeah, it's kind of concerning when you think too deeply about it, so don't think too deeply about it.
Yes.
You can
to
tell
be
she's
fair,
already
He
about it.
motions towards everyone in the room. You lot will be able to regenerate from such effects. The mortals, however, they might not be able to deal with a shriveled limb or a shrunken head.
You were saying, Vanessa?
Yeah, I do apologize for interrupting.
Very good. I was just like, saying like they were saying like don't think too deeply about it, and I was just gonna be like, you can already see like her eyes are just like, widening thinking about it, just like not like just like the slow realization of how that works. And then, like she'd slowly look down at her hand, like, ugh.
Well, can you fight?
I suppose I could. I still have those from before.
Did we give you a weapon yet?
I think y'all did actually, because you on the first thing we went into the sewer, you gave her the bat, and then I think we stopped at some sort of place that got her like a. Didn't Harvey get her a gun?
Yeah, he gave her the shotgun.
Does she have it on her right now?
Yeah, she should, unless you didn't add it to your inventory.
Probably didn't. No one knew. I can try and fix that real quick.
Give me 1 sec.
To be fair, it's not like you were carrying a shotgun on you at all times.
I guess we could leave the excuse that she left it at home, and like maybe has the bat with her.
Either way, having the stats down for when you are using the shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
I sent you the stats for it, so if you go into the combat tab, you can just add it to your ranged weapons whenever you get the chance.
I appreciate that. Did I get the single shot shotgun?
Yes, that's all we have.
Oh. Alright, I'll be fixing that while you guys do your thing.
Cool. Elijah's going to see if he can do some remote paralegal work for his people back in New York.
I don't know shit about anybody in New York or any legal activities.
Why is it so consistent?
I don't know. We're not even close. in any shape
Oh
or
God,
form.
did I just say Harvey's?
Yes, you do it every time.
I don't know why
And I
it's so
call you
hard
out
for
on it.
you.
I call you out on it every time.
Probably because I have only had 2 hours of sleep in the last 30 hours.
You do it every time.
I know. Usually I play
Every
someone
week.
of the opposite gender than you.
That doesn't mean anything. What?
It means
What?
that I don't connect the two.
What he's saying is that he thinks all people with dicks are the same.
I guess so.
Even under
Oh my God.
Holy crap! Holy crap!
All right. Harvey is going to do some remote legal work. Oh. Oh my God.
I'm glad we're recording this.
You'll never live it down.
No, I won't.
We will never allow that.
This is on par with Tao Zhao being annoying to Pip.
Yeah.
That's great.
It's every time with our characters. It's just every time.
All right, yeah, that's what he's going to do.
Okay, fair enough. Alrighty, would you mind rolling me intelligence and law?
Yes. Let's see. That is 1, 2, 3, and possibly 2 successes. Unless you consider a 5 success.
Alrighty, so you so you managed to look around, and you do find a little bit of for lack of a better term, freelance work to handle some legal documents. It's not as profitable as you're used to, but it is some quick and easy money.
It's probably just hourly. Hey, we need like these documents vetted kind of deal. Yeah. All right. Perfect. That's what I do for the rest of the night.
What does the rest of the coterie have planned, if anything?
Deep mental thinking and increasing clan discipline by using my experience points that I've let collect for apparently 3 weeks.
That's fair. That's fair.
And Elijah's going to be doing some combat training with Vanessa. Essentially spending the rest of the night smacking her around with his cane.
Alright, fair enough. Let's see, what would be good for this?
Do I have any subterfuge? I do not. That's something I'm going to have to increase.
Vanessa gets in combat, rolled to frenzy.
Alrighty, so your choice of either charisma or manipulation, and pair it up with academics, or the alternative would be the appropriate combat skill that you are trying to teach them.
Okay. In that case, I will. Because of Gangrel, it would be manipulation and melee then.
If that's what you wish to do.
Ooh, I'll just use that to tell me what I need to remember to increase.
Okay.
Alright, do you have any specializations in either?
I do not.
Okay. Alrighty, so despite your rough handling, you're actually able to give a very thorough lecture on the elegance of martial combat, how to properly position yourself, and the importance of landing blows that will finish a fight quickly, compared to that which will leave you exposed. And I'm assuming that'll be the rest of the night for all of you.
Yeah, Harvey's not going to be doing much.
Hey, that's the case, then feel free to make sure everyone cycles a blood point as you all go to bed. Or wherever you prefer to be.
Harvey sleeps fully clothed on top of the bed, just staring into the ceiling.
Yeah, that sounds like something he would do.
Smell an intimidation.
I did put you on the map so you can control yourself if need be.
He's A-posing to assert dominance.
Which pose?
A-posing.
Yeah, which pose?
I also have access to celerity. Who's that? Where is that? Wait.
Celerity is basically your speed discipline.
Well, I know that. I mean, I have access to celerity 1, so I'm just like, if you go into my thing, I'm like marking talents like presence 3. That means like, in order to use presence 3 at its best, I have to increase that particular one.
Like what the difference between them is?
Something, yeah. No, don't worry about it. I'm just doing whatever the hell my brain wants me to do.
That's fair, yeah.
Which is very unfocused and chaotic.
That's fine, yeah. You have to keep in mind that I'm not sure if this was your question, but when you spend experience, you do spend them sequentially.
Yep, I'm familiar. This is something I've had since the beginning that I've never used. So
That's fair.
I'm just marking things down better.
Yeah, so. I'm mostly saying that because it took me an embarrassing long time to realize that.
Okay, I've gone too far. I'm in Auspex. Which is something I could increase, but I am not going to do that. Celerity doesn't have any benefits till 6? Is that a thing? Yeah.
Sort of. What you're looking at are the powers, which basically shows like what you can do with these. Celerity is one of the unique powers that always has an effect. And you can use it a bit more.
Oh.
Yeah, it's standard is that you normally add your, assuming I've read it correctly, is that normally you add your celerity to your movement, so you just naturally move faster than other people.
Right. Useful. I should probably be adding that then. What page is this? I should mark the page so it's easier to find. That's 142. 142. Since I have access to Auspex but no training in it, I'll grab that while I'm up here since it's fucking miles away from the other one. Auspex 134.
Alright, so we're going to be going across the river today, girls!
Yeah.
Alright, let's stuff the gremlin into the fucking trunk.
193. Jesus Christ, it's 50 pages away. Okay.
Alrighty, so I'm assuming you want me to put you back on the city map? Or would you like to expand further from that?
Um, we're going to be going across the river. Will we be going across the river?
Yeah, you certainly could. So let's put you on a different map. Because, so the question will being is, where across the river do you wish to go?
Oh, new map. Uh, up Highway 24 to the other side of Kansas City. Oh, no, not Highway 24. West to the other Kansas City in Kansas.
Alrighty. Vanessa, can you roll me a d10?
It's a good thing we aren't in Leavenworth.
Oh, ooh, a 10.
We find a bag of money on the side of the road.
Alright. Alright, so you travel to Kansas City after leaving Kansas City. And now that you're in Kansas City, you make your way through the darkened city. Though, compared to the Kansas City that you left, this particular Kansas City seems to be a bit more well lit in comparison. Everything seems to be a little better maintained. Although whether or not that's from proper considerations of the people, or through the gaudy eccentricities of its leadership, that is something you'd likely need to investigate yourself. But thankfully you have a city that you have been unfamiliar with, and will likely need to utilize your innate talents to navigate the social circles of this Kansas City that you have newly entered.
Right. I just remembered I have to meet the prince in this world too. Yay! Hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I was kidding. May I make a etiquette manipulation test to find out who or where the prince is and how I could start the ball rolling on an introduction?
You know, that is exactly what I was hoping you would ask for. And yes, you may.
All right, that is one success.
Alrighty, so you're a little more experienced about dealing with these particular hicks. But you also remember that you never had a good time dealing with the lower class. So the only thing you can think of is that probably the best place for you to do would be finding a local drinking establishment. They're typically open at night, and it's a common venue for Elysiums to be construed.
You're basically saying that I have no idea where to go.
No, I'm saying you have an idea, somewhere to get the ball started.
All right, who's up for a bar?
Bar?
Bar
Bar.
or a nightclub? Well, you're from around here. Is there any place that you know of any creepy people who hang about?
I'm from.
You're from Kansas City, aren't you?
There's two Kansas cities.
Yeah, and I'm from New York, but you don't see me complaining when you talk about Staten Island and in New York City.
Yeah, but that's because you people live in rat colonies up there.
Yeah, and Kansas City is any different? Come on.
I mean, it's spread out. It's not.
You're
Literally sitting
literally
on top
a
of each other.
mile across the river. You don't know anything.
I mean, I could poke in my brain, see what I've come up with. Is there anywhere people tend to hang out? This would be a wits and streetwise, right?
That would be your best option, yes.
So it would be 5d10. I'm thinking we lost Vanessa. I'm thinking. I rolled
Yep. Alrighty, so
pretty bad, I think.
no, not necessarily. That's actually pretty decent. So you do know of a place. It was not the most. Well, I guess that's up to you to determine how you color this memory. But it was when you were first starting out in your career. And you couldn't find many places that would let you pull off your show.
There was that one place where everyone was looking at me like I was a piece of liver. I had to get out of there real quick.
Yeah, don't blame you.
Gave me the heebie-jeebies, so this was before I was embraced.
I don't blame you. Some places just
Actually,
scream
that
wrong.
was about a week before that guy tried to grab me from my apartment and got smashed by the piano. Wonder if there's any correlation. Anyways, it's down that street to the left, a couple miles that way, and then turn a right on Main Drive.
Got it.
Alrighty. So as you drive, it doesn't take you long to find the drinking establishment.
Is it called the Blue Oyster?
You stumble across the establishment, and the first thing you notice is that that despite the late hour and the prime opportunity for drinking, you notice that quite a few people are leaving the bar in quite the hurry.
Oh, God.
Well, that's odd. I'm sure it's nothing.
No, that's something.
No, you're overthinking it. Let's go in.
I mean, all right, if you want to take the lead on this, go get him, girl.
Up and standing, out the car, walk across the cement towards the door, and let the wind push that door open as I slowly give it a light push, only for it to, fly open.
While that's happening,
Oh.
he's unplugging Vanessa and just telling her, "Get that baseball bat ready. We got some news to break."
Ready. So that leads into my next question. Who's all going to be entering the bar?
Yo.
So we have Harvey. Oh yeah, Harvey. Did you forget about your boot?
No.
The fact you might have brought something over inside the boot.
Oh yeah, the gremlin who's not here.
No, well, they just came back.
Okay, I open up the boot and I let the zombie out.
Well, thank you, Harvey.
I guess it's just like being a hearse, isn't it?
It is my preferred method of transportation.
You know, that's actually pretty funny. You just being the corpse in the back of a hearse wherever you go.
I know, it's part of the bit.
Anyways, it looks like this place is having a societal meltdown.
Oh, perfect, my favorite.
I've already told Vanessa to get the baseball bat ready to break some knees.
Elijah will obfuscate himself and I guess follow in after Millarc.
Okay.
Alrighty, so it sounds like we have the whole party.
Yep.
Let me transfer you over to the map. As you open up the bar, with most of the people having already made a quick escape, you only see two people left. One is the bartender, looking especially nervous as they rapidly try to explain the situation and try and calm everything down. Meanwhile, the individual that they're facing off against seems to be a lady past her prime, wearing a finely tailored suit and a glare that could likely cut through any discussion, though probably not as sharp as the hatchet that's currently planted into the bar counter.
Is this the guy that gave us the bad blood from before?
Make me your choice of wits or perception, and your in either empathy or streetwise.
I cast I cast eidetic memory.
Oh shit, I have a memory too, don't I?
I will use perception and streetwise.
Alrighty.
I have it. What kind of memory do I have?
All right. Yep. Thank you guys for reminding me that both of you have eidetic memory. So yeah. So Elijah, you look at him and he does seem vaguely familiar, as if you've encountered him before. Millarc and Harvey, because both of you were there and both of you have perfect memory that prevents you from forgetting anything at any point. You guys, especially Millarc, do recognize the bartender as being the exit.
You!
Hey, it's the
Point
guy who sells
erratically.
terrible blood. Still causing trouble, I see.
No, everything is good. What? And then, but while he's trying to speak, a harsher voice breaks through the conversation. You will be silent, as will the rest of you. I'm assuming you are interrupting this official business for an appropriate means.
More like we were just happened to come in here and see the chaos and wanted to see what was going on. What is going on?
Apparently,
This
street
dumbass
justice.
give people bad blood?
No, I'm unaware of any such bad blood going on, though now I am quite curious on what this is about.
Oh no, we were just looking for a haunt.
Oh no, he caused a bit of a fight between some people. Don't worry about that. I don't know for sure if this person's one of us, if you know what I mean. So, realizing after it's coming out of my mouth, bad blood, probably should switch it to actual bad blood that most humans would consider instead of, bad blood.
Like sabotaging public relations with the city across this river that you already have bad relations with.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually say that.
Are you done your jibber jabbering, or do you actually have a point to all of this?
No, we jibber jabber all the time. I'm jibber jabbering just to see what's going on.
Well, simple. This person is attempting to sell something that goes against the confines of the city, trying to corrupt spirits by proffering spirits.
You mean adulterating his liquor?
If that were the problem, then that would be even more of a concern. But the fact he has any to begin with is already the issue.
Right. So this is a city issue. I say, doing air quotes around my head.
Yes, this one is immediately upending the proper order of things, despite having a fairly peaceful introduction. And now that they have broken the peace that they sworn to uphold, this one is going to be fairly, how do I say this politely, is going to be fairly pacified.
I blink, and then what kind of weapon is buried in the counter?
It is a one-handed axe.
Alright.
Nod.
I made
So this is a night city issue, not a day city issue. Air quoting both times to try and get the meaning across.
Yes. If you're gonna be if we're gonna be coy about it, yes. The day city has already fallen to debauchery and depravity, but the night still holds its morals.
Right. Okay. Wow, dude, you know how to fuck it up, don't you? I say, talking to the bartender.
Alrighty, Harvey, what exactly are you trying to vampire lore?
What clan is she?
Due to your test, at first you might think that they're perhaps Ventrue or Toreador due to their fine decor. But due to the way that their body bulges under the suit and the aggressive bite in their cadence, you're pretty certain that this is likely a brouhaha of some sort. If the rebel rousing was not already a sign.
Civilized brouhaha, got it.
Well, ma'am, I'm not going to get in the way of your proselytizing. Suffice to say, when you're done, I would love the opportunity to discuss business with you.
For one, she actually looks you over as if you are worth considering. And after a quick nod, she, with surprising ease, she wrenches the axe out of the wooden counter, and then cleaves it through the steel keg with ease, causing a great deal of liquor to splash out and soak into the floorboards. I'll be sending a team to properly clean out this den of iniquity, but it would seem that we have more appropriate business to discuss. And since I doubt any of you... Well, I guess that's not important. I guess we'll find a seat nearby while this louse decides to clean up his act in the most literal sense.
Harvey pulls a chair out for the lady.
Thank you kindly.
She then tucks her in.
Come on, Vanessa, take a seat by me.
He offers her a cigarette. I'd offer you a drink, but I imagine you're not in the mood after him.
She stares at the cigarette for a prolonged moment before glaring back at you. Considering your fresh-faced nature, I'm willing to overlook this transgression.
Interesting. May I make another vampire lore test to see what if there's any vampire sects that are like absolutely against like drugs, cigarettes, and alcohol, like she is apparently.
If you wish to.
That is 1, 2, 3 successes if you count my eidetic memory.
Alrighty. So, simply put, you don't know of any vampire societies that specifically dislike such things. There are some vampires who are rather fastidious and meticulous when it comes to their particular sources of blood to avoid any potential intoxicants. But, from what you can tell, it seems as if this fury that they have is likely a fire that they carried over from life.
My apologies, madam. I am unfortunately new here, and let me start from the beginning. I am Harvey Ross, Esquire. These are my companions, my coterie. We have come to introduce ourselves as is the proper manner that befits any right and true citizen, and also to discuss important business regarding irregularities that have been crossing the river.
Hmm. So are you here independently, or are you lapdogs?
We are not here on behalf of Kansas City, Missouri. We are here on behalf of New York.
Ah, I see.
I'm here on behalf of the carnival, but that's a different story.
Suffice to
He
say,
says
we have
materializing out the door.
yes. Suffice to say, we represent multiple interests in the region. Some of them are more or less relevant to you.
Well, that is preferred, in fact. Did you have a particular individual you wish to discuss your matters with, or do you just wish to talk to the top?
The prince or the sheriff will do. However, I imagine the prince will be much more interested in what I have to say.
Well, you can count yourself lucky, for you're already talking to half of the two people you were looking for.
Will I ever receive a name from the fair lady?
Most people just call me Granny.
He pulls out a notepad and writes Granny Bruja.
Nice to meet you, Granny.
Nice to meet you, Granny. It's nice to see so energetic. Especially after coming from Missouri.
Yes, I can only imagine how slothful that particular degenerate is.
Indeed. Unfortunately, I've not even been able to complete my mission here, and it was quite simple courier mission.
Let me guess, the prince has been unavailable and has gone to play with who knows what and who knows where.
Worse, he's unavailable, and he's actively encouraging dissent in the Guru. because he doesn't have any trained talkers among his retinue.
So the treaty between the prince and the hounds is still upheld, or I guess they're called wolves now, aren't they?
Wolves, Garou, hounds, however you wish to call it. People are not happy, but it has not become a Masquerade violation. Therefore, it is his business.
Okay, I see how this is going.
The domain is thy prince's, and I respect that, even if I have to get involved.
Yes, the prince over there is a fairly lackadaisical sort. You won't be getting anything important out of them.
I like you
There's a
already.
reason there's a reason I'm on this side of the river.
Well, if you wish to have a conversation in a much better location, I am more than willing to facilitate whatever needs you desire. Otherwise, we can just get to it right here.
True. But I'm assuming your business will be more appropriate with the prince, unless you wish to discuss it now.
The prince will be referred so I don't repeat myself, and to keep the information contained. Who knows who's listening here?
True. Just give me a moment. And she pulls out a phone and after a few minutes of tapping away, she puts the phone away and look at you all. Well, this place will be cleaned up by my hound, so we can take our business elsewhere and speak with the prince if you so prefer.
He nods. Allow me to introduce Vanessa here. She's newly sired, and we cannot find her sire.
Huh. I guess that's not a big surprise. The Gangrel tend to get themselves killed off.
The more pressing thing was we found her in a den of mages. Thankfully, they weren't any wiser about what she was, but it's suspicious either way.
I wouldn't think that they would have mages after. No, that's not. No, I shouldn't talk about that.
After what?
We can have this conversation in a better location.
Oh yeah, we still got that crazy guy over there.
To mention, there has been recent mage problems. And while the domain is thy prince's, this is becoming a cross-city matter. And worse, it has gone all the way to New York.
Of course.
I'm not laying any judgment. I am merely stating what I know, which is...
Now you are correct about everything you say. Everything here has been getting horrendously out of hand, and the fact things have been stable for as long as they have is, well, that's no thanks to the particular individuals on the other side and their lack of any sort of tolerance or moderation.
Anyways, we can cease with dealing with the veiled conversation when we get to your prince.
Of course.
Yeah, the prince. Oh boy.
Oh, Millarc, you introduced yourself, right?
Hi, I'm Millarc. I'm new.
I could tell.
Not as new as her, but new, yeah.
If that's what you think.
Well,
Hmm.
let us be on our way if you would allow us.
Do you have your own ride, or will you be needing transit?
Yes, we have our own ride.
Wonderful. Let me just give you the address. And she taps some numbers into her phone, and you suddenly get a text message with an address listed on it.
Ah, so you've heard of me.
We have a system, though I doubt you would want me to explain the intricacies of it.
No, the less I know, the better. Here, let me just give you this. He hands her a business card. All right, it seems that we have finished our business in this establishment. Thank you so much, Madam Granny.
Of course, of course.
I look forward to speaking with someone of your caliber again soon.
And we shall see how that comes about it. Do not take long.
Excellent. All right, girls, let's go.
Elijah opens the door for everybody.
Thank you so much, Elijah.
Of course, Harvey. Surprised you got it right this time, you fucking idiot.
Look, I have been infected with the stupidity of Kansas City, Missouri.
It's fair.
Alright, and he gets the car and lets everyone in. And then he puts Elijah back into the trunk.
As he climbs back in the trunk. So, do we go to the other side of the river?
Yeah,
Where the fuck we are?
Yeah,
okay,
we're in Kansas.
Now it starts to make sense. He closes the trunk.
It turns out Elijah's just a sleepy boy. He just wants to take naps. Micro torpors.
That's the trick. You take multiple torpors throughout the night, so you don't have to torpor through the day.
Alright, Harvey checks his cell phone. It has an address, right?
Yep, it's got a very clear and concise address.
Alright, I head off to the address. Alright,
Alrighty, so
Millarc, you're the local here. What's the reputation of these people?
Let me dive into my brain matter real quick.
Let me ask God with my eidetic memory.
Not the brain goop.
What is the reputation of these people in the town? Do I even know?
God damn.
Of the kindred of Kansas City, Kansas.
yeah, that was going to be my question. Are you asking in general or specifically about the vampires?
I think I'm asking about the vampires.
Okay.
So I would probably not have a lot of first-hand knowledge. Just rumor and stuff I may have overheard while at a bar.
Yeah, most of what you know is basically things that you've heard from the older vampires talking about their own issues. But the way it's often described is usually an unpleasant rivalry, much akin to two sports teams who happen to partake in the same field. They don't get along very often, and the fact they're so close together seems to only incite the escalation.
Nodding. They're basically football hooligans to each other. It's they don't like each other basically on team sports.
Yeah, okay, I understand that. Well, it could be worse. There could be open warfare. Is that all? Like, no, like, clan affiliations, specificities about grievances?
Listen, I've only been turned for like a year and a half. I don't know what everyone does on my side of the city. Why do you think I know everything in this side of the city?
I mean, I don't know. I don't know where you've lived for the last 10 years.
Mostly in the countryside. I actually came to this city to get famous, so...
Oh, how's that treating you?
Well, I have immortality now, so I have infinite chances to become famous.
I mean, I'm pretty famous myself. It's not particularly difficult.
I mean,
When you're immortal, yeah.
Yeah, see? You got it.
you're young. He just decides as he drives off to the address.
The young will inherit the earth.
Alrighty. So, as you drive, you take a few twists and turns, and on at least one occasion, you feel like you've made one more turn than you need to, but eventually you manage to arrive at the address. And it looks... well, unassuming is probably the wrong word. It looks as if someone had taken an apartment building and cut it off from the complex and made it into its own house.
Oh, so it's a townhouse?
Yeah, it is. It's a small building, likely barely large enough for one person. Certainly not a place you'd want to raise a family. Not that that's a concern for most of you.
Alright, we're here. Ain't this a cute little place?
Elijah pops the trunk,
I assume so.
climbs out. Now you just wait there, Elizabeth closes the trunk.
If we start
Oh
screaming...
wait, shit. Buff reaches back in, grabs his cane, almost forgot.
If we start screaming bloody murder on the radio, you just go back to Kansas City, Missouri and call my boss, okay?
I already know the deal, Harvey.
No, I'm telling Elizabeth.
Oh, besides, Harvey, if you die, then that just means Mama's gonna be having your soul.
It's going to be a fight.
I know, you gave it to everybody already.
I'm a lawyer.
Even then, you know, I'm fairly certain our soul's already gone, but that's a different philosophical conversation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Anyway, just yanks Vanessa out of her car seat and sends her down.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the devil has all of our souls. All right, everyone ready?
Let's go inside.
Okay. Harvey walks up and he's going to. Is there like a buzzer?
There does seem to be a small little doorbell on the side.
Is there like a camera watching the doorbell?
Not this. The simple answer is no.
I push the doorbell.
Thank you, Elijah.
Alrighty, you'll hear a faint and tinny ring echo through the house, and you can you hear some heavy footsteps before the door is pulled open, and you see the familiar face of the sheriff. Oh, good, you made it. I was worried you'd be late.
Long time no see. How's the family?
Oh my god.
Dead and buried, thank you very much.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. May we
Why
come
just
in?
rubbing his temples?
Yeah, I might as well. Come on in.
Thank you,
John boy, you got some guests.
John boy.
Alright, then, the sheriff steps away to let you in, and you see what was otherwise a normal house has now been, covered in, well, occult is the only word to describe it. Instead of a welcome mat, there's a strange gram of arcane proportions on the ground. It glows faintly as you pass over it, but quickly dims out.
Can
To
I?
the far...
Sorry, go on.
Oh, yeah, let me finish first. On the to the right, you see various tables with various items. Some of them looks like food, other of them looks like plants, and some of it is various tools, meant more for alchemy than for consumption. To the right, you see what at first seemed like a fireplace, until you take a closer look to realize that it's one of those electric fireplaces that merely fakes the illusion, with little colored papers fluttering in the air and plastic logs sitting in the furnace. You see various trinkets and arcane artifice all over the place. But far to the side, you see a lean man, rather unassuming, looking like a college professor, bent over a desk with several books that are probably as heavy as he is. He seems he does it seems to take him a moment for him to even to realize that he has guests before he reluctantly pulls himself away. I believe at least one of you had something you wanted to look into.
With my eidetic memory, do I recognize this pentagram?
No, you have not encountered this symbol before.
Could I make an occult test?
You could.
Would this be in?
It is possible.
What?
Yeah, yeah, you could likely use your occult experience to see if you're familiar with what this could be and what it's used for.
Would that be intelligence or perception?
Most likely intelligence, since you're trying to dig into your lore and figure out what you know of it.
All right, that is 1, 2, 3, 4 successes, unless the sixes count.
So you know him fairly well, that this thing is designed... Well, it's overly complicated. It's basically a two-in-one. The one that you saw, the part of it that you saw glow earlier, was that of detection. It one that searches for a particular quality within the individual who steps within. And if that quality is met, then another aspect would activate. You suspect it would most likely repel, though it could perhaps be capture instead. What you do know is that you and your kindred do not classify as whatever aspect would trigger this particular artifice of magic.
I see it, John, as a man of taste and security.
They're always fiddling around with something. Apparently, he thinks there's something after him, or us, or whatever. But that's not important.
It's not paranoia if it's true.
Hello. I'm assuming you are new aspirants here to make your what was it? Respects, visits. You're here to see the prince, yes. That would
Indeed.
just yes, that would be me, the prince.
How long have you been the prince, sir?
Uh, let's see. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out a pocket watch. Let's see, about 4 months, 6 hours, and 21 minutes.
What happened to your predecessor, my lord?
That's a good question. That's a good question indeed. The short answer is I don't know. I'm assuming they probably decided to either wander off, or they found something that decided to turn them into a slinky.
And your name is John, correct?
No, it's Joseph. I'm Joseph Smith, no relation.
Okay. Joseph Smith. What do you know about your obligations to the Masquerade and the Princes of New York?
Well, we're technically speaking, all the princes have their own territory that they're supposed to control and respect, but I understand the good prince, especially of the old 13, held a particular amount of power, and it would not be diligent of me to ignore the requests of one as venerable as the New Yorkan.
Indeed. There is going to be a meeting in Prague, and all the princes are invited to attend.
That well, that is certainly important, and we definitely would need to adhere to that. If that it comes to pass.
Due to your junior nature, there would be no offense if you have to spend time here asserting your control.
Yes, considering how exciting things have been lately.
Indeed, which is the other reason why I'm here.
I assumed this wasn't a social call, but I guess a man can hope. Or, well, I guess I'm not a man anymore, but
You're a man
never
enough,
mind.
Joseph.
Yeah, sure, true.
It regards certain alarms about Masquerade violations.
Which ones?
Elevated conflict between you and Kansas City, Missouri, and recently the Mage kerfluffle. Nothing.
When you say when you bring up escalations, you can't help but notice that the prince gives a pointed look over to the sheriff. He clearly trying not to say anything while saying something.
I see. I should take it to your troubleshooting department. Considering.
Well, you could certainly talk to her about that. I suspect that she might know more about any border conflicts between our two little kingdoms, so to speak.
That's fair.
But you
Most.
mentioned something about mages?
Indeed, apparently mages are exploding. I don't know if
Hmm.
that's literally, figuratively, or if they are just unveiling their power and breaking the laws of reality and getting us all in trouble.
Hmm. Well, if I was a more self-serving prince, I would not be talking about this, but majory is certainly becoming a problem. Our our own clan has been doing what we can to keep it under control, but whatever whatever aspects controls magic, I'm sure you don't want me to go on a whole tangent about how that works. But basically, the magic is all sorts of awkward, being pulled in several directions, being used by too many people, and were particularly problematic considering not only do we already have centralized majory, which is already a concern, but also the fact that we're on a oh, how do I say this in layman's terms? We're on a power outlet, so to speak. It's easy to draw the power, but it's easy for more power than you intend to leave.
I see. Well, this problem has not escalated beyond what the princes think can be contained on your end. I am merely here as an official warning to try and handle it, and I am here to assist you in that matter if it is deemed necessary by you.
That is true. That's true, and most of our problems seem to be occurring by the river. That seems to be where most of the magic seems to be escalating, for lack of a concise term.
Hmm.
Because I mean, it's a lot more complicated than escalation. Magic's kind of more of a wave line. It's constantly changing, and sometimes actually looking at it to see what it's like causes it to change. But
One
I'm sorry,
one second.
you probably don't want me going.
Let me see if I can write a diagram. He is going to make another occult intelligence test to see if he's like actually understanding this correctly.
Sure.
That is one success, unless 6 succeeds.
Let's see. Yep. So you aren't entirely baffled by what he's saying, but you do realize that even that you know enough to realize that he's taking great pains to try and dumb it down to a level that you can understand, and that you realize that despite his inexperience in governance, you realize that he does seem to be at least experienced when it comes to magic or the vampire equivalent.
Indeed, I've been hearing that there have been numerous issues with the river recently. Have you heard of the? And he pulls out his notebook and goes through a couple of pages. The Bringers of the End.
Oh, those. Yeah, they're technically a problem, but we don't deal with them.
They get dealt with the werewolves.
That's I guess that's what's going on. Is we've sent a few when they used to be over here, but anytime we'd send anyone to deal with them, they would have great beasts that would end up tearing everyone involved. Admittedly, I kind of assumed that was their own magics going awry and summoning a monster they no longer could control, but knowing that's werewolves, that I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse. That
That doesn't sound like the werewolves, unfortunately. The werewolves were actually quite disappointed when we intervened
sure.
because they.
Although in fairness, this was a few years ago before I was prince.
Oh, well,
Yeah, the Endbringers, as you call them, they were actually quite endemic and on both sides of the river. But over the months and years and whatnot, they got pushed out of our side, got pushed to the other side, and well, I didn't keep track of what happened over there.
as is your prerogative. Well, that's actually very informative and concerning.
Yeah, because I guess if it's a werewolf, I mean, I guess they're like wolves, so maybe they were picking them off and trying to corner them or something.
The
If
werewolf,
assuming werewolves are that smart, of course.
they are very intelligent. They have not survived this long without being intelligent. But they were quite annoyed when we interfered in their operation because they declared that they wanted to take them all out, all of them down at once, every single cell.
True, true.
I don't know if this would be a
Yeah.
continuation of their strategy on this side of the river or not, but suffice to say, we apologize for our transgression and offered our support in the future.
I admit I did not know much about werewolves. I did not realize they were so agreeable. I kind of assumed they hated us and wanted to eat us.
They're normally not. They're normally not agreeable.
Oh, okay, so this is in fact unusual. I why okay, why are werewolves willing to work with vampires? Is it just like vampires in general or just like those vampires over there
And
pointing
it
towards?
sounds like a deal was struck.
Uh, uh, it's more a case of they have bigger fish to fry, and us vampires typically keep our own territory within the cities. We are, what's the word, culturally or religiously a stain. Unsurprisingly, considering if you use your magic sight to look upon any of us, we are not exactly the cleanest individuals.
True, true. Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Do not assume that
Mm.
all werewolves are a monolith anymore, that all vampires are a monolith. There are factions within both sides.
Yeah, true. I guess that's the problem with being people is that people will people.
Indeed, people will people. I thank you so much for being so agreeable and so quick to answer to my request for a meeting.
Of course, of course. I would not really be doing my job as a prince if I didn't take my responsibility seriously. I mean, I gotta. I mean, not that I'm much of a prince. Not that I should be saying that out loud, but I mean, not like not like that's really gonna bite me. Because well, if I'm anything like the other princes, I probably won't make it through the decade.
Um, well, we should probably finish our duties as guests. Millarc, Vanessa, why don't you introduce yourselves to the good man? They're shy.
I I mean, they're children. Children do tend to be nervous around authority. If but what little I exude, of course.
You exude enough, Joseph.
Sometimes I wonder.
And it goes a long way, but like you said, it sounds like the princes don't spend long in the position around here.
Yeah, not sure if that's a clan issue or some other issue.
Good evening, Prince. I am Millarc, future Dark Idol of the world and the Twin Cities. Bows while holding the cape very vampirically.
Oh, wonderful. I am assuming you must be Toreador, based on your theatrics, yes?
Yes, that would be correct.
Ah, good. I'm getting better at this.
Nailed it.
Oh, and a little one. I'm assuming you are. Hmm.
Elijah flicks the ears as a hint.
Right, Nosferatu. The ones that tend to associate with animals and have unnatural features.
Starts with a J.
Vanessa, you have a voice. To go ahead. What clan are you?
Oh, Gangrel? And you see the prince quickly flip through the book he's holding. And he looks up from the book and to Vanessa a couple of times before quickly pulling a pen from his coat pocket and scribbling some stuff down real quick. Right, Gangrel. Huh. I think this is the first time I've ever met one.
They are not normal around here, from what I can tell.
I
It's
think.
fairly common on the other side of the river.
Interesting.
And I suppose it's time to introduce myself as well. Elijah will take off his hat and mask. I'm Elijah of the Midnight Carnival.
Ah, I see. And he stares for a long time. Like, huh. Okay, so good to know. In fact, I was always curious about that, if being undead would have any serious repercussions to my bodily function. Turns out,
No, it
despite
does not.
despite the immense amount of sensations I am currently feeling inside of me, I find myself physically incapable of performing the activities I wish to perform.
Elijah simply chuckles. But anyway, dear Prince, as I was gonna say, I don't know if you've heard of the Midnight Carnival, but I come as a representative of them. We spread entertainment to our kind as well as send individuals to take care of problems you yourself might not wish to deal with.
Ah, the Midnight Carnival. I'm not familiar with that, but I suspect that's probably in the records somewhere. And if not, I'm sure Hatchet here probably knows a thing or two. She's been around a bit.
Grandma Hatchet. I like the name.
Yep, that's what everyone else calls her. I'm sure she probably has a name, but no one ever calls her by it, so I've not really inclined myself to investigate that. Mostly because I like my position currently, namely intact.
Well, Joseph, my name is Harvey Ross. And he hands over a business card. If you ever need legal assistance, follow New York. I'm your man.
You know what? That could be helpful. That could actually be quite helpful indeed. I suspect that if I ever lose my position and I survive the transfer of power, I'll probably need a lot of assistance.
And Elijah will also hand him a card.
Oh, more.
This is the number to the Madam of the Carnival, Mama Isabella.
That's good. This will be very helpful. It's always good to make connections, as they say.
Indeed. Den of Assassins goes far.
Oh, and you see him look into his book again. Ah, so you are the Bani Hu Kamin. Yes.
What did he say?
Banu Hakim.
Oh no, that's someone else. We do have one inside of our company, however. I am a fairly new clan, so it may not be in your books. Called the Samedi.
Uh,
We found
like the Loa.
Yes.
That,
beginnings in voodoo culture, correct?
huh? That's kind of on the nose.
Well, I mean, when our leader calls himself Samedi as well, it's a whole thing.
Oh, next you're gonna tell me you're related to the Giovannis.
Elijah taps his knock nose.
Oh. Okay, let me just. And he just furiously scribbles down some notes in the margins.
Careful with that line of thinking. That can get you in trouble. That's very anti-Semitic of you.
It's very anti-Semitic. However, and also the Giovanni would be very fucking angry.
Aren't they always angry?
This is true.
Fuck the mob. Anyways, thank you so much, Joseph Smith. Does anyone else have any questions for the good prince?
Oh, introductions.
Oh,
Pleasure looking
Elizabeth.
this coat. How about you, Elizabeth?
Well, she's not here right now.
She's in the trunk of the car.
Yeah. She's
Yeah.
not here right now.
We're going to grab Elizabeth and get her out of the trunk of the car.
Elijah
Hi.
calls Elizabeth. Hey, Elizabeth, we met with the prince. You want to get out of the trunk? I know you brought that switch or whatever the fuck you call it.
Did you guys give her a Glock while I wasn't here? Jesus.
No, we gave her
Really?
we gave her one of like a PSP.
Oh, that kind of switch. Okay. We're so gung ho on killing most of the time. I thought you gave me a Glock
No,
with a
it's
switch
that,
on
that-
it.
Killing is why I'm here.
No, I don't believe they're from Chicago now. I believe, if anything, I think they're from Sicily.
Italy.
Oh, that mob.
Most of the clans, except for my own, found their start over on the other side of the oceans.
Indeed.
I'm concerned, Prince, because okay, when you guys walked in, did Prince know what you guys were for the most part?
He's new.
Actually, no, it's been a pleasant conversation.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna make it abundantly clear out of character. I don't think the prince would take too kindly to what Elizabeth is.
This has been the most chill prince ever. Like, if you want to think of Vanessa as the chillest Gangrel, this is the chillest prince. He's literally only been a prince for 4 months.
All right, I'm just letting you guys know if I walk in and he goes, "Oh, a demon."
He's looking at a Samedi.
That would be funny if his glyph on the floor just sent you flying out of the building.
Just fucking nukes. Wait a second. Oh, look, it's Elizabeth. She's unreasonably large at the moment, but hello, this is our other child that we carry around with us.
Elizabeth is wearing 10 coats.
10 coats, walking in on stilts.
Yep, hold on, let me fix that real quick.
I am definitely not 2 trench coats and a child. No, sir.
That's a child.
Yeah.
3 kobolds
The opposite
and a
of-
trench coat.
2 trench coats and a child, yeah.
Yeah. I would wish to go and watch the human movie with my human eyes.
There we go.
I am a human.
I'm gonna post
I
that.
shall walk like a human do.
Wanna go skateboards?
I wanna go
Damn it.
skateboards.
Fuck.
Oh, you have another. I guess the coterie does need many members.
Yeah, and don't worry, this is the last one.
Oh, okay, fair.
Don't want to take up all your day just bringing in an entire swath of people.
Yeah, this is certainly better than what my days usually consist of.
Yeah, no, I imagine, especially with your new position and all.
Yes, people, well, I'm probably already saying too much anyway. Especially to people who aren't actually part of my domain and whatnot. Which I guess maybe that's why it's so much easier to say this stuff that I'm not supposed to be saying, but...
Like therapy at that point.
Yeah. So what about you, new associate? I'm assuming you have some introductions you wish to make?
She is going to look at who she assumes is the prince, gently bow her head, and say that she goes by the name of Elizabeth Cravensworth.
Ah, an old name from an old family. It's good to meet you. I am Joseph Smith, no relation.
I'd be concerned if there was some relation.
Yeah, most people assume that when I say that.
I mean, not because I assume you'd be the person, but I'm pretty sure I knew the original Joseph Smith was not a vampire.
I mean, considering there's like 3 of them in the same line. There's at least senior and junior that I know of.
Track of that.
But that's besides the point. And well, you're from the other side of the river, so I'm assuming you're not one of us.
I'm very far from that side of it.
Strange. Assuming... I guess that's...
If you're wishing to learn about how old I am, to get a judge of my character, my person, probably what types of vampiric hoodoo and witchcraft I can perform, I'm from the colonial era. That's
Oh.
why I look the way I do.
Oh, so you were one of the witch clans. That's understandable.
Well, no, just, I mean, Salem, yes, but witch, no.
Well, you were... Well, there was only really one vampire clan operating in Salem at the time.
And she kind of just, like, goes forward, just, like, fucking, like, grab whatever, like, coattails he has or whatever, just to bring her down to her level. Tell me now, Mr. Prince Man, tell me now the name of this clan so that I may exact my revenge.
Well, they were one of the Tremere. They were using Salem for their research into blood magic.
Interesting.
You just watch as Elizabeth just hangs her head, she's completely shrouded by her cloak, and you just hear her, like, through gritted teeth. That explains a lot.
Yeah.
Okay, are any of these Tremere, your knowledge, still active?
The clan itself, or specifically of the Salem incident?
Specifically of the Salem.
Well, I'm assuming some of them have likely passed, or have otherwise migrated away at some point. But I know the head of that particular coven is currently the Prince of Salem, and it's mostly run by Tremere.
300 years. 300 years of fucking looking under every rock and the one place I didn't look under. She's just gonna, like, fucking put her hands put her head in her hands and be like, fuck it. Just a genuine disappointment and rage in her voice.
Yeah, so assuming you're not an accident from some other clan, then most likely your lineage would be Tremere. Assuming your blood is true. Assuming your blood is strong enough to facilitate that, but you don't seem to have any of the telltale signs of a thin blood. So I'm assuming you're part of the clan, if by blood, if not by association.
From what I know, and I'm gonna quick because I need to double check. I'm pretty sure one of Tremere, but not the other two. So I need. There.
Miss Hatchet, do you mind if I talk with you aside in a bit?
Of course, of course. I'm assuming you have important things to talk about
Yes,
that you prefer not to let him hear.
yes, regarding the security situation.
I'm gonna tell the prince that that I can't remember at the moment if these are Tremere abilities, but she mentions she has what's known as hands of destruction, that obliteration, shadow magic, and being able to move really fast with celerity on brief.
Hmm, that's so.
And I know it's a faux pas to be not of a clan, to be not of certain lineage, to not know who your sire was, but and I know I'm probably putting my foot in my mouth. I really wasn't brought in to the the our world that we currently live in the same way as a normal vampire should. Hence
That's
why I wish to know who runs Salem so I can go shove my size 3 boot up their ass.
well. Some of what you've said makes sense. It sounds like you have at least have some knowledge of thaumaturgy, which is the classic ability of the clan.
Plus, I'm pretty sure, and what goes into my favor at the moment, that me looking like this for eternity until my second death, I'm pretty sure whoever did this, knowing full well, this is probably a crime. I'm pretty sure it's a crime to change it like a 8 to 9 year old child.
Uh, hold on, and he starts flipping through his book a little bit, and then he takes a few minutes to read through a page. Well, technically, I mean, unless the rules have changed in the last 100 years or so, there's nothing technically illegal about what has happened to you. The only thing that could potentially be illegal about it is if the person who changed you had gotten permission to change you from their prince. But the fact that you're alive implies that either permission was granted and you were allowed to live, or you've been kept such a secret that the person who would need to execute you is unaware of your existence entirely.
I'm gonna go with the second one because I basically was snatched in the middle of the night, running away from the only town that I knew at home, watching it burn to the ground as people that I knew and cared for were either burned at the stake or crushed under rocks. So hiding in a tree, trying to wait for a moment to help my father escape, uh, let's for say I was sleeping in a tree, got grabbed, and woke up to glowing eyes and a stinging pain in the side of my neck.
Yeah. Well, I'm pretty sure witch burning wasn't something that actually happened, considering the people behind it.
She just kind of like raises her brow and she's like, I saw my father's charred corpse tied to a stake.
That's certainly unusual, because vampires aren't usually one for burning people. We aren't exactly the most pleasant people when exposed to fire.
She kind of puts a like a face and goes, I don't think vampires did that one. I think most of it, because you said they were doing blood magic, puts it into a lot of perspective. I think a lot of people having their minds screwed with, specifically the judges having their minds screwed with, especially with trying to investigate who was a witch and who wasn't. Because before, I knew them. I knew them and they were nice people. And then suddenly, out of nowhere, they went fucking insane.
Ah, that's a good point. I guess it would. I guess it would be more reasonable to convince the humans to kill each other instead of having to do it yourself. That, yeah, I could see that. That actually is more reasonable now that you mention it.
Like, I thought they just had the memory of goldfish at the time, but this makes way more sense now that you told me that, because they knew my father did alchemy-like stuff. They knew he knew how to make herbal remedies and stuff, and he fixed one of the judge's broken legs and that had gangrene on it with some herbs that he mashed together and made stew for him for like 6 months. They were grateful, and then they turn around and just burn him at the stake for no reason. I thought they just went nuts. Oh. 300 years, I thought it was just people are fucking evil for the sake of being evil, and
Well, that's not entirely out of the question, but it's also just as likely as forces greater than the average person were pulling at strings unknown.
Well, when I'm done here doing whatever it is, hopefully go back to Massachusetts and deal with that fucking problem. I mean, I do have all the time in the world, so okay. If you guys need me, I'm gonna go back in the car. I need to fucking.
You need to go back to your safe space.
Yep, at the bottom of a bottle. I am too mad to be around right now.
All right.
Stomp back out.
Just so you know, careful what you say around. All right, never mind.
But she, how we can't get drunk though.
Oh no, she has her abilities. It's quite entertaining actually. It works.
Okay. Well, let's hope she didn't bring any over here, otherwise the sheriff will get quite fascinated about that.
Yeah, I'll let her know to keep that on the down low. That's best kept to ourselves.
Speaking of which, let's move over to Harvey.
Necro, thank you for playing along a little bit with Elizabeth kind of purposely sticking her foot in her mouth constantly. In
Absolutely.
front of someone that she shouldn't be doing that in front of. The harmless trait. I love it.
So let's not beat around the bush. You're a woman of action. You're a woman who's direct. You're the real power in the moment.
Well, the short answer is yes. I'm the one with authority. I'm the one that people respect.
Yeah, you're also the one who probably chooses who becomes the next prince. No judgment here.
I have a say, yes, but the clan itself holds more power when it comes to governance.
Although with how many princes they've undoubtedly gone through in the last, 100 years? Well,
that's something I've never been able to figure out is why that's happened. Some of it makes sense, people stabbing each other for the position. Some of them delving too deep in magic and turning themselves inside out. But some of them just seem to disappear. Some of them just seem to give up.
Honestly, I would not... Sorry.
Not sure what it is about those Tremere that makes them so unstable.
Honestly, it could be the idea that they're actually cycling through people. You know, you get your 10 years and then you can just leave.
If that is the case, then they do a good job of hiding the former princes, because I've never been able to see them afterwards.
Oh, that's the optimist in me. You're probably right that they're in the bottom of the river, if they're lucky.
Yeah, at least they can survive the water.
Suffice to say, do you have any idea on what they're talking about in regards to the river being magical? I think it has something to do with his cult, and, well, since you're the oldest one here... No, oldest one in the sense that you have the continuity to understand what he was talking about in regards to the cult being on this side of the river.
I'm not so vain as to care about such things. Now, if anything, I take pride in being old. It means I've actually lived a life that most people couldn't fathom.
I mean,
but,
it's impressive. It's impressive.
But to answer your question is... The short answer is I don't know exactly what it is, but I do know two things. I do know that there is something about the river, and there's something important about it. And more importantly, I do know who does know. They've never shared this information with me. And, well, that's one of many reasons why I've decided to be a part of this side of the river instead.
Okay. I hope you don't mind if I take this as a note. You won't be mentioned.
You can say what you will. I have nothing to hide. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they even care.
Oh, well, please, share.
Simple. Simple. As you might imagine, it's unusual for a Bruja to be in power. They're usually the ones tearing down power wherever they find it. And I won't lie. That was in fact part of the reason why I accepted the turn. The embrace into an unlife, as unnatural as it is. 'Cause had hoped that the Bruja and all their want for violence and their hatred for organization, I could utilize the power of both my internal essence, or whatever you call all this vampire nonsense, as well as organizing the Bruja clan, and utilizing to guide society to a more temperate establishment, making them less prone to debauchery and vices. But
Oh! Oh, I see. I think my mom was... My mom probably wasn't your friend, but my mom would have liked you.
she depends on when she did it and where she did it. We might have known each other, but if you're from New York, I suspect she did her stuff in New York.
Yep.
At most, we might have had correspondence through the organization, but... Oh, no, I'm sorry, I'm getting distracted, aren't I?
As much as it would entertain me to no end to take you on a dinner date and just listen to your stories, we are here on business.
Yes, of course, that's the important thing. Simply put, my sire is a very influential member of the Bruja, especially across the river. And as much as I loathe their existence and all the falsehoods they have fed me, they're the only one who has been around long enough to actually know what this secret river nonsense is all about, why it causes people to go crazy, why it causes magicians and cultists and all sorts of supernatural creatures to gather. Have you met the werewolves already?
Yes.
Oh yes, we talked about that, didn't we?
Yes, they are quite agreeable considering your situation.
Yes, I'm sorry. Sometimes age catches up with me. You'd think all the vampire things would help fix that.
I mean, hopefully I have a expiration date on me. Yeah. I have to drink cancer blood.
That's if my heart still beats, it would have wept at that.
He shrugs. C'est la vie.
But as you say, we're all just a bunch of rotters with nothing better to do in our lives but to make life worse for everyone else.
That's quitter talk. We can make life better.
Maybe you'll prove me wrong. Every time I've tried it, well, as I've said before, there's a reason I'm on this side of the river.
Elizabeth Allen said, "I kill pedophiles."
Sorry, you were saying. I thought I heard something on the wind about pedophiles.
Just
She's like, I kill
shoot to the
pedophiles.
window. There's a child like glued against it.
I make everybody's life worse. Not me. I make life better.
I kill them when I please.
No, I think you were saying something about the Toreadors.
I believe we were speaking about Prince McCoy.
Ah, yes. Yes, McCoy.
What can you tell me about the man?
Well, what I can tell you about McCoy is that, well, don't underestimate McCoy. McCoy goes out of their way to convince people that they're nothing but a lazy, no good nothing. But as a New Yorker, you probably understand power dynamics quite well. And as a vampire of New York, you probably understand that you don't get to be prince by sitting on your backside and nibbling on partridges.
Indeed, you don't get a retinue of gargoyle bodyguards by doing nothing either.
Ah, so you've met them.
Indeed, they were quite impressive.
Yes, the gargoyles. Well, that's a whole other story, but considering the demographic on this side of the river, the gargoyles were fairly quick to throw in their loyalty with McCoy.
Harvey makes a face. Yeah, I kind of can't blame him.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you've heard the story about the gargoyles.
I've heard enough.
And that's probably for the best.
We fight the battles we can win, not the wars that we will lose.
Yes.
Well, okay, so don't underestimate him. I got that much. And he knows why everyone's gathering to the river?
Yes. And, well, this is purely conjecture on my part, but McCoy has enough influence and power, both politically and personally, that if it was desired, there would only be one Kansas City. But for whatever reason, McCoy does not commence a unification, and if anything, seems to deliberately want to keep the conflict separate.
And he's probably feeding Tremere to the river.
Possibly. Though, and perhaps I am merely paranoid, but that feels almost small scale for McCoy.
Oh, that's small scale to him.
Yes, McCoy, well, between McCoy's lifespan, however long that is, and their particular level of power, well, to say that everything is a game would be underselling it a bit.
Are you saying he's bored?
Not bored, just that, well, it's sort of like chess. Everyone plays it, and most people know the moves. But when you reach a high enough skill level in it, you never have to move a piece to know what the end of the board will look like. And while most of us are still busy trying to figure out what piece does what, McCoy already knows where the checkmate will be.
Interesting. Do you think he's keeping Kansas City, Kansas as a buffer for something? Or as a way to contain something?
That's something I've been trying to figure out. It would make most sense as a buffer, but what could it be a buffer against?
I assume.
Because the werewolf.
Oh no, go on.
Did you have something?
I mean, the first assumption I would make is something that's on this side of the river, like further west. But you're mentioning the werewolves, and I don't recall any werewolf problems that were getting out of hand.
Yes, that's the thing. Normally, werewolves would be our biggest threat. But, well,
Well,
the
that
werewolves on this side of the river are fairly complacent, and the werewolves on the other side are practically subservient. The only, yeah,
well,
the
the
only other thing would be would
Sabat.
be the. uh, uh, you are new around here.
No, I know that the Sabat is not a threat around here, but I mean, if we're talking about threats,
Once upon a time, before my time even, the Sabbat likely were a threat. But, well, apparently McCoy thought the same. And there has not been a Sabbat anywhere for, well, generations is probably the best way to describe it.
they're on the move. Chess is all
Yes.
good and all until someone flips the board, but if he's made a deal with them, that would keep him away.
A deal? Well, only the kind of deal that Sabbat understand. I admitted, as I've said, it's before my time, so I'm not sure what exactly happened, but from the few Sabbat I've gotten my hands on over the years, that you would think it would be some sort of blood curse. As any Sabbat in the area seems to whisper with fervent fear to avoid the lands of McCoy.
Now that's impressive. I shudder to think what he sacrificed to gain power like that.
Well, admittedly, I don't have much experience with Sabbat, so you might be able to educate me on that, but from what little I gathered, they're very much a brute force faction, and they're eager to smash their head against anyone who might have a drop of blood for them. So the fact that they found something that can break their skull might be something they're unaccustomed to, and they wish to avoid spilling any of their own blood if it does not gain any for them.
That's a dangerous assumption considering the Sombra's ability to worm their way into every shadow. But whether it's a deal or it's magic or it's just the threat of expending more resources than it's worth, whatever it is concerning.
You are not wrong.
I guess I should just be happy that I'm not dealing with shovelheads on this state.
Yes, that does make things quite simple. When, well, trust is perhaps the wrong word, but when vampires are the least of your worries.
What can you tell me about Pendergast?
Oh, that old fogey.
Bootlegger?
Yes, we did not get along, and unfortunately, despite my ties to McCoy, he turned out to be, well, more beneficial to McCoy's style of governance. You probably know this just as well as I do, but the best cities are usually run by a prince and a sheriff who have opposing leadership styles. Almost like a family, so to speak, with a mother and a father. But yes, Pendergast, in all his groveling and bootlicking ways, managed to establish himself as a prominent figure. And more importantly, he has enough self-absorption that he does not mind being the center of vampire politics.
Interesting. Do you have anything else you're willing to share on your own accord?
Well, there's a few other things I could mention. Namely the fact that, I'm not sure if you noticed, but there's an unusual amount of hunter activity on the other side of the river now.
Indeed, I could even buy shotgun shells at Walmart.
Yes. Have you figured out that that's not by accident?
I imagine so. It wasn't by accident. It's too convenient.
Yes. One of the, council, so to speak, came up with the clever idea of controlling the people through fear. And considering how difficult it is to hide the nature of the supernatural, apparently the solution was to make the humans think that other humans were the monsters, instead of the people telling them that. So while we might have hunters running about, they're usually too busy killing each other, thanks to poisoned information.
Do you know of any reputable hunters on that side of the river? Ones you've worked with before to call a particularly odious person that you trust?
Well, I'm not sure if I trust anyone on that side of the river, but if you're looking for a hunter, there is one that comes to mind. I guess I should ask, you have no aversions to churches, do you?
I am a practicing Catholic. Even if it burned me, I would still go.
Oh, that's impressive. There aren't many Catholics left amongst us.
I blame the La Sombra.
Yeah, that's fair. But I do know of someone, a rather ornery individual, but one of true faith. If you can discuss politely with them without getting into an immediate conflict, they could perhaps help you in regards to any hunter-related activities you might need to involve yourself in.
Name, address?
Well, it's a small little location. It's in the downtown area. On a small little worn-out parish. One that, were it not for the hard work of the few practitioners still involved, would likely have gone underwater. The old place is, in fact, fairly close by. Or, so to speak, it's next to the river. Well, I guess now it's a highway, isn't it?
Name, address?
The individual you're looking for? Well, Padre is probably the best word for it. And they're on 6th Street in North Quality.
Are they open at night?
Well, as they've told me, the house of the Lord is open to all, regardless of when and who.
Thank you. Let's see. There is one last matter that I can think of immediately. Keep the gap unsealed and avoid the bridge.
That's awfully cryptic.
That's what I thought as well.
Hmm.
Avoid the bridge was obvious, but to keep the gap unsealed.
Who told you that?
Necro, who did tell me that?
You have eidetic memory, don't you?
Yep.
You remember that it's from the Malkavian that lives in your walls.
The Malkavian that lives in my walls.
I'm sorry, a Malkavian.
Indeed. They're more accurate than you realize.
And did they offer a name, or were they just ranting madly at you?
What was their name? Did I never get their name?
I believe it was just the mad ranting.
No, I received no name.
Well,
However,
that's...
their information was good in regards to the Mulkey Square Park.
That's... It's hard to say. Normally the Malkavians are often one to ignore, as they cause as much trouble as they solve, but... McCoy always had a fondness, for lack of a better term, of the Malkavians.
Well, you know what they say, ignore the wind vane at your own peril.
Perhaps.
Well, you see, I struck a chord. If it jogs any memory, let me know. My last piece is Pomeranian. Do you know of her?
Not personally, no, but I do know some of the Nosferatu in our court do occasionally have dealings with such an individual. I'm assuming it has something to do with that deep web thing.
I imagine it does. I was just curious what you knew about her. Suffice to say, we go back relatively long. She's like me, except she works for the werewolves. You know, the other side.
Ah. Well, that's certainly bold of you to say outright. Though I guess you are an unusual company.
I mostly say it as a heads up to not attack her.
I may be powerful, but even I have enough self-preservation to not attack a werewolf. I might survive, but...
no one wins.
Yeah, that's probably the best way to say it. Because even if I did defeat a werewolf, I probably would not have much left of me.
I'm loath to fight the werewolves considering the job they have to do, spiritually speaking. Whatever it is they do, I don't want to get involved, and I don't want to make the situation worse.
True, especially if they're not involved with the sealing of the gap, as you said. Which, won't lie, that is concerning. If the Malkavians are so concerned about that, then it makes me wonder if it's not some kind of political maneuver that McCoy is worried about, if there's something deeper, something beyond us.
I'm concerned because usually when werewolves, mages, and others congregate in one area, it's typically over something that the rest of us cannot see. And right now, we're not seeing something that's very, very big. The question is it my problem?
Well, I guess that depends on what exactly you were sent here to do, but I suspect they are, if not one and the same, then at very least closely tied. One is likely causing the other.
Indeed. Well, I just wanted to give you the heads up as thanks for being straight with me.
Well, yeah, I guess McCoy has left a sour impression to you, but this is normally how things go. We are perhaps a bit more expedited than most other courts, but most courts would usually answer and or at least process any audiences within time instead of whatever McCoy has you doing.
He doesn't really have me doing anything besides talking with the werewolves and talking with this gun runner. Suffice to say, I am getting increasingly worried about the federal government and the war on terror. But that's...
How is Fusilier doing?
She's actually doing really well. She's bored.
Yeah. Yeah, I was curious how long that would last. She certainly has a good deal going on, but I know that she's more of a wanderer.
I mean, she's Samedi. Kinda in the blood.
Makes sense.
Harvey checks his watch. It's getting increasingly late. Thank you so much.
True, and you'll need to likely get across the river before, well, you know.
Indeed. Thank you so much for your time. Granny Hatchet?
It's good to meet you as well, Harvey.
He offers his hand.
She shakes it, and despite the well, for lack of a better term, the lukewarm smile that she gives you, her grip is surprisingly lively and almost painful.
Well, Harvey tries to return it, but he's a fucking twink. Alright.
You make those a lot, don't you?
Well, I don't make strength-based characters.
No, but you very quickly call them twinks.
45.
Which is entirely just on you.
If it makes you feel any better, he in our Strahd campaign, he only made one twink.
Oh wow.
It's more
What
because
was the other ones?
it's more because he was an underfed elf who grew up in Barovia. So he was quite literally just a small elf.
No. Elf alone means twink. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
And
you started with underfed. By your own logic, fed to establish...
That just makes you a scrawny twink.
Yeah, that means that Africa's...
Alright, have we all had fun?
But, well, you've certainly given me a lot to think about. Certainly, learning a bit more than I thought I did. Especially the fact there's apparently more clans than just the big ones.
I'm digging quite a few more.
Makes me, yeah, no, that's a conversation for another day. I'm assuming you all are probably looking to leave at some point.
Unfortunately, we have to get back across the river to our home. However,
Yeah,
if you would like to set up a dinner, I would be delighted to join you for dinner.
well, I'm not much of a hunter, but I'm sure we can arrange something. Then again, yeah, I guess I would need to. I guess yeah, I would need to figure out how to support you because I'm assuming you have some dietary restrictions.
To speak with your sheriff if you ever need to.
Uh, of course, of course.
Although I can eat food, normal food.
That. You were being literal. I thought. Uh,
Yes,
Um,
I am a designer pet, my
yeah,
friend.
Harvey is quite a unique specimen.
I. Okay, so one of you can drink and the other one can eat. I.
Well, actually, no. The child can make something we can all drink, but he makes a quick look over to where the sheriff is. But that's here and that time for later.
I. Fair enough. Huh.
She's been around. I think she said for that 300 years.
I get.
Decided to get her alcoholism set and proper with a formula of all of her own.
Well, yeah. I guess now that you mention, I guess the theory does hold because we can consume. We can consume it if it's in the blood. So I guess in theory, if you could reverse engineer that, I guess in theory you could make a drink that's like blood. Huh.
Indeed, one of the New York Prince's most profitable industries is trying to make synthetic blood.
Huh. I'm sure they're welcome to try that, but I can't imagine that'll ever get off the ground.
Not for the next 50 years. But thank you so much, Prince Joseph.
Of course, Mr. Ross. If there is anything else we can do for you, just let us know. We'll try not to ruffle too many feathers, because I know this is technically inter-domain politics and what have you.
Indeed, I unfortunately I must maintain my neutrality in this matter in the meantime. But suffice to say, if you have any need of the courts of New York for assistance in getting acquainted to your new role, we can send you an informational video.
I'm
That's
sorry, what?
that's certainly not a bad option if it comes down to it. Thankfully, most of my stuff is mostly accounting at this point, trying to figure out how much we have of everything and what have you.
Oh, I understand. Power transfers can be so difficult.
Yeah, especially when it comes to people and what have you. They tend to get. It's hard to keep track of all of us, and depending on how things boil over, no pun intended, I might end up needing a lot of people.
Indeed. Well, let's hope it doesn't boil over. If you do come to Prague, we would happily embrace you as part of the global web of kindred.
That would be ideal. Let's hope I last that long.
You'll be there. It's like next year.
We let's assume we have a year. Whatever's going on around here.
Well, are we all ready to head out?
I believe so. Now remember, sir. Elijah takes off his hat and bows. The carnival is at your beck and call.
That's
Mama Isabella will gladly serve to you.
well, I'm always willing to discuss with more of our kind. Have a good night, Mr. Elijah.
To you as well. I wish you well.
Of course.
Opens the door for Millarc.
You did a great job, Vanessa.
Yeah, look at that. Your first introduction to a prince.
second.
Luckily, this is one of the more kinder ones.
All right, Elizabeth, how drunk are you?
If you do a lot of traveling, child, you'll have to do this quite often.
How drunk am I? Yes.
Cool, you're going in the boot.
Well, I was
Already in the
there
boot.
to
What are you
begin
talking
with.
about?
Literally just in an open boot, just drinking. You see a police officer, you just close the boot. It's like, officer flips a coin on if it should deal with you or not.
Elijah pops the trunk. I hope you save some for me, climbs into the trunk.
I kind of want to meeting of sitting in like big green Super Mario shoe, just sipping out of like a bottle of Hennessy or something.
Off back to home we go. We had a lot we need to think about.
Just my immediate reaction is just, what the hell you mean, however? Just start covering my mouth and doing the muffled talk from inside the trunk.
Alrighty, so are you gonna be heading right back home, or you'll be making any side trips?
What time is it?
It's getting close to dawn.
Okay. Yeah, let's go home then.
Because the 6th Street Catholic Church is on the way, but if it's almost dawn, let's just go home.
Yeah, I was about to say, like,
Yeah, I'd
I
rather
think
not go on a day
Elijah's
trip.
the only one that could survive a day trip.
Everyone pile into the boot.
Elijah's got no fucking skin burn off in the sunlight.
No, I can turn into dust
Oh,
on command, and the dust doesn't burn up in the sunlight.
He can turn into dust,
And if I succeed a check, I can perceive what's around me.
he can turn into
you
dust.
have to be. Do you have to be like in an open container in order to form yourself?
No, the dust is sticky, so it tends to stick to itself.
I was gonna
So,
say,
you
like,
know,
if
it doesn't really blow away, and it's a certain amount.
I was gonna say, if we pick you up and put you like in a Folgers coffee can, you're not gonna like get stuck like that, are you?
No, I will pop out of the can.
What if you got hit by a twister?
Oh, then I'm fucking dead.
Yeah, everyone's dead.
Like, mechanically wise, the transformation to ashes requires 1 turn and expenditure of 2 blood points. While the character is in ash form, the player must make a perception alertness roll, difficulty 9, for any scene in which she wishes for her character to be aware of her surroundings. Reforming from the heap of ashes takes 1 turn. If the character is in confined space, such as an urn, she explodes from it
So
in a suitably dramatic manner as she brings herself back to full size. If a Samedi is scattered while in this form, 1 health level and 1 blood point are lost for each 10th roughly of the character that has been dissipated.
So your worst enemy is another vampire with either a leaf blower or a vacuum.
Yeah, anyone with a leaf blower. 5 blood points are required to heal each health level lost in this manner. At the storyteller's discretion, the Samedi may be missing limbs or vital organs, though never the head or the heart, until the missing health levels are healed. So yeah, I can ash myself at will.
Alright, we are home.
Alrighty.
We have a lot to think about, don't we all?
Yeah.
I don't know what you mean. All I heard the entire conversation was business opportunity, business opportunity, business opportunity.
Harvey slaps Elijah's back in a get him boy manner. Damn right, man.
I need to go figure out a way to ship myself overnight shipping in a box to Massachusetts now.
Well, if you want,
it's easy. It's easy. You can just join the carnival. We'll get there eventually.
if you come with me. I'm going to New York, which is like 1 state away.
Oh, no, don't do that. That's boring.
Yes, that is boring.
Elijah's just trying to recruit people.
It's what would happen. It would literally like we can't figure out what to do with this woman who looks like a child. What can we do? And then just be, come see the mystery child. Come talk to them. They have the mind of a 300-year-old person. Just Elizabeth sitting on a stool in the
You're
middle of
thinking
the
of the human side of things.
Yeah.
You can make alcohol. You know technology. You have all of the back end like stuff for the carnival.
You upgrade them from Windows 95 to Windows XP.
More like upgrading the typewriters to actual.
Just pokes his head in. Now, Elizabeth, are we supposed to be using floppy disks?
Oh yeah, I mean, well, it's good for hiding shit from the government. At least it's the one good thing.
I mean, well, yeah, that's mostly what we use it for, but we got like 37 of them for one computer. It's starting to get a little overwhelming.
Half of them are for playing the Oregon Trail.
Gaylord looks at him. God damn it, Mama Isabella. I knew I should have uninstalled that shit.
You will
By
not touch
uninstall,
my
it means
stories.
You gotta take half 37 floppy disks and put them in a box.
You will not touch my stories. I love seeing my little people die of dysentery. It brings me back to when I was a child. Anyways, I'm sorry. Our characters are just fucking shooting the shit as we gather around the TV.
Wait, what else?
Huh?
Cable probably doesn't work.
I think we get local access. Actually, I'm pretty sure we do get cable. I hope Necro just stepped away and is now asleep.
I'm sorry. Were you actually expecting a response to the cable question?
No.
Because the answer to that is that no, you do not have cable.
Okay, so we just get local access.
Correct.
Yeah, no, we're just stealing what we can.
We're actually in the year where we can get Justice League, unlike the kids channel.
We get whatever the Kansas version. Yes, it's.
I think that's just PBS. I think PBS is a national thing.
No, there's
Yeah,
local ones for different.
I think there's
states.
PBS and then local PBS. It's the same with NPR. You get National Public Radio, and you get Colorado Public Radio, Virginia Public Radio.
Fair enough.
But they're both called NPR.
Yeah, they're both under the umbrella of NPR, but it's like the local like news and stuff.
Yeah, good point. Good point.
So experience. Go on.
Yep. That was I was about to say. It's like if there's nothing else y'all want to do, we can go over experience points for this particularly exciting session.
Actually, it was
one experience.
That's the joy about being sarcastic. If you're right, you can pretend you weren't sarcastic.
All right.
Isn't there a raccoon with a wand?
You just now noticed that? That's been like months.
Oh, I forgot to change it. Fuck.
Alrighty, so first
I was
off,
playing as a raccoon wizard this whole time.
Surprise!
I mean, yeah, you do perform magic, and you do tend to dig around in the trash. So,
and you're short.
All these are true.
alrighty, so first off,
no sleep. You guys bag.
y'all get one experience because you were all here for the session.
One.
Alrighty, so
5 down. Here half the time.
Alrighty, so next, did you learn anything new and/or important?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I learned that I may be the product of a fucking vampire psyop.
That is at least one thing new and/or important.
I'm pretty sure we role played successfully.
Yep, combat would be important. Alrighty, so, yep, for the next point, yep, I think it's safe to say that that was a pretty good session when it comes to role-playing. Next, did anyone perform any heroic feats and survive the outcome?
I walked into a dangerous situation and came out alive when I went into the bar, even though everyone was rushing out.
We talked to the prince casually. We
It's quite
we
clear.
mentioned alcohol around the sheriff.
It's quite clear that prince, despite his genial eyes and bumbling attitude, was prepared to cast fireball against the party until we were all a bunch of ash. No, we didn't do anything
That-
dangerous.
It's
That would be a
definitely
poor choice of spell for a vampire.
Or a great
fireball.
choice.
Yeah.
It's a great choice
Especially
if it's
inside
nice
his
to
own.
you.
Especially inside his own house. Alrighty, so did you complete any quests and or goals?
Yes, we went across the river and we managed to talk to a prince.
You did. You
Yay.
finally completed your quest of talking to the prince of Kansas
wait.
City.
Technically, I've talked to both of them, but I don't think I've talked to McCoy face to face.
No, we only talked to the
Pendergast.
sheriff.
Alrighty, did you go up against any serious threats?
No.
Nope.
Alrighty. Did anyone come up with a plan that turned potential failure into success?
Admittedly, we didn't have any failures, so no.
Yep, alrighty. Which case, sum up your points, and that's the amount of experience that you have earned for this session.
Ooh, I'm at
4
15.
points.
4.
That's
It would be a 4.
Yep, that's 4 total. That's 4 for
Yep.
everyone, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
You-
4
you
for
get-
everyone added onto your current experience.
Yep, you
What
get
are all of our current ones? I think I forgot to add some.
well, actually, it might be a bit different because you and Vanessa haven't been here as long as the other three, so you likely, I think you might have different experience.
The
Oh, I
last
don't
one
know.
I had was 37, so I should have one at again, I think.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to end the recording here. Have a nice night, YouTube. Bye.